What's up YouTube, Zazubaar here. I'm doing another thing about the Legendary Pictures Godzilla movie. Mostly for my own sanity, since there has been nothing. No trailer, no director announcement, there's been nothing. I am dying to hear something about this movie. Just a little something to keep me distracted from the fact that I have to wait 2 years for it to be released. And not just me, all us Godzilla fans. So, for our own sanity, let's keep talking about it. Well, what I'd like to talk about today is what we've seen from Legendary Pictures in the past 2 years. Possible actors I'd like to see, and basically just what I'm hoping for. So let's start out with what we've seen from Legendary Pictures. Well, in the past year, we've seen Legendary Pictures release Clash of the Titans, and Jonah Hex. Now, I liked Clash of the Titans. I did not like Jonah Hex. Jonah Hex was not good. I guess, you know, I expected more from, especially because it was a DC comic. I mean, the comic book was very good. It was just over the top. It wasn't the comic book at all. It was just like, imagine Joel Schumacher's Batman with guns and horses. That's what we got. No. I hope that's not the direction they take Godzilla in, because then it's going to be a train wreck. Godzilla needs to be epic. He needs to be violent, and, you know, it has to be disastrous. I mean, it's a giant freaking monster, and it's Godzilla. You can't really classify Godzilla as just the giant monster. He is his own category of giant monster. He's Godzilla. There's scary, there's disastrous, and then there's Godzilla. Okay? So, Legendary Pictures needs to realize that this can't be an over-the-top buddy comedy or whatever. I don't know. You know what? I'm a little nervous after what I've seen from them. Clash of the Titans was good, but I would not like to see that become some kind of outline for Godzilla, because it just wouldn't work. You know, Godzilla's not an adventure story. It's an epic disaster story about a monster. You know, it's about the monster. It's not about the people around him. That's what I think. That's the main hump they need to get over. Godzilla Final Wars, this is the prime example of what they shouldn't do. Godzilla Final Wars I really enjoyed. My problem with it was there was not enough Godzilla. It was all the mutant humans, the aliens, and the other monsters. And there just wasn't enough focus on him. I mean, he was kind of just like, it was kind of just like Earth versus Aliens featuring Godzilla. I mean, it was a really good movie, but I just wished it would have focused on Godzilla a little bit more. But that's my prime concern, that they don't focus enough on Godzilla. You know, I mean, that's why I don't want him to fight another monster. They're going to lose the focus on Godzilla, and it's going to be another monster featuring Godzilla. That's not what it should be. It should be about Godzilla. Then, with the franchise, you can add in other monsters and then still have it focus on Godzilla. Because it can't just be two monsters fighting and then that's the whole thing. You have to focus on the central monster, which in most cases is Godzilla. Which, you know, I really hope they don't... That's what I really hope they don't do, is just focus on the fight and then don't even explain what Godzilla is or how much destruction he's capable of causing. That's why the first movie is so important. A lot of modern-day Godzilla fans discount the first movie because it's black and white and is not another monster. Well, it's important that you see it so you can understand Godzilla. It's a really good movie. It really explains what Godzilla is. I mean, you can't just discount it and go see Godzilla against Mechagodzilla or Godzilla Final Wars. You're not going to appreciate Godzilla. But otherwise, in terms of actors, I'm a little bit if and and. Because, well, if they use really big actors, I'm afraid it's going to look stupid, them running away from Godzilla and really just talking about him. It's going to look kind of silly. But then I'm afraid of unknown actors kind of, you know, messing it up. I don't know. It could go either way. One person I would really like to see them use is Robert Downey Jr. Now, before you start gasping and turn off your computer, listen. Robert Downey Jr. is a really good actor. I know he's Iron Man, and I know he played Sherlock Holmes, but I really think he could work as some kind of like... I would really like to see them use the character from the first Godzilla movie, Steve Martin, the reporter, maybe change his name because of the actor Steve Martin. You know, that would be good. I mean, that would be a good perspective to tell about about Godzilla attacking a city, which will most likely be on the West Coast. Just saying. Of the United States. Probably San Francisco, because there have been a lot of Godzilla stories that were supposed to take place in San Francisco. The 80s remake that never happened, which turned into Godzilla 1985. There was Godzilla vs. Frankenstein, aka King Kong vs. Prometheus, but let's not get into that now. I don't know about actors, because it could go either way. I'm just confident that Legendary Pictures will make a good choice. See, Jonah Hex, Josh Brolin did a good job. And Clash of the Titans, Sam Worthington did an excellent job. What I'm saying is, I don't want them to use a humongous actor, have him running away from Godzilla the whole movie, and then just make it silly. Also, I've had some doubts about the CGI. When we see Godzilla in Always 2, he looks good, but it just doesn't look like he has the capability to fight another monster in CG, or look good destroying stuff in CG. Because in that little cameo, you only see him for a fraction of a second. Everything else is just buildings falling over. In this movie, we're going to have to see Godzilla destroying stuff. You know, actually see him crushing buildings and going through stuff. They didn't do that in Cloverfield, and they didn't do that in The Mist or anything. Or in Always 2. I'm just worried about how it's going to look, because, you know, it might look a little silly to see something like CGI going through buildings and crushing stuff. That's why I thought the old ones worked so well, of him destroying stuff. It looked like something was destroying something, and that's why I think Toho became such masters of miniatures. So, those are my concerns, but so far from what we've heard from Legendary Pictures, all the quotes, I'm very hopeful. I'm very excited, because they all sound like they're Godzilla fans. They all sound like they grew up on the property, and I think they understand what it is. They just need to watch the first movie and then make their decision. Is he going to fight something, or is he going to be solo? And for the sake of reintroducing Godzilla, because that's what this movie is supposed to do. It's supposed to reintroduce Godzilla to American audiences. So, as a fan, I'm saying he should be solo. As a company, I think they might go the direction of putting in another monster, unfortunately, because Warner Brothers says that they've never really had an opportunity to work with something this big before, and I think it would be much more better for their marketing if they could put in another monster. So, unfortunately, guys, it sounds like that's what's going to happen. I hope that they go the route that they're trying to make something good and not just make another another, like, marketing campaign and go into the toys and the Happy Meals and all that stuff. So, will Godzilla sell Happy Meals, or will he sell movie tickets? We'll see in the year 2012. Well, thanks for watching. If you're wondering, no, this is not a webcam video. My computer crashed, and that's why the Godzilla gang's not up yet. I'm really sorry. And G would like to say he's sorry. And hopefully we'll see them up soon, and hopefully we'll see Godzilla soon in 2012. Thanks again for watching, and thanks for your comments on the first video. Please keep telling me what you're thinking. That's what inspires me to make these videos. Thanks for watching. Zazubaar out.